Alright guys, Beal in there, back with more Last of Us Part 2. We're
Dina?
starting chapter 3.
Jesse?
So let's go. Or not chapter 3, day 3. Seattle day 3 as Ellie. So it's really weird that we're already almost at the end of Ellie's story here. Kind of make, like, again, this playthrough kind of made me realize that, yeah,
Dina?
I mean, the game's not
Jesse?
really that long, is it? It's like, because you're able to rush through a lot of the gameplay. And it's really the gameplay that really makes the game feel as long as it is. Um, like the gameplay sections, like the sections that don't have much narrative to it. Obviously, the narrative's still pretty long, especially considering it is a very linear game. Um, but still. I mean, I've been doing a lot of thought about this game because I can legitimately see a debate for this being my favorite game of all time. Despite, again, I do have some hesitancies with its narrative at points. Um, I can legitimately see this being my favorite game of all time when we're taking everything together. Because even though I have hesitancies with its narrative, I think the way it's told is still masterful, and I still think the narrative itself is still, for the most part, very strong. It's just like little points that I do have minor issues with. Um,
Yeah, I should get her to keep water down.
You should have woken me up.
Is she pregnant?
Yeah?
I get why you came out here. But we gotta take her back. She needs real care and she's not gonna get that.
Yeah, I know. I can't just leave Tommy. He's out here because of me. Maybe you could take her back.
She's not gonna leave without you. Screw it.
so, um,
Let's get Tommy. This aquarium that girl told you about.
yeah, this chapter should be pretty quick, I
Post up there
think.
until he does.
Um, like, we'll definitely finish it within an hour, I'm pretty sure.
Your
Um,
orders.
Okay. Let's go tell her we're leaving then.
I'll just meet you up front.
Yeah.
I did mention this earlier, how I did want to go and, I think I am going to try out a speed run of this game. And a very casual one, not one I'm really going to take too seriously, but I just want to test out how long this game would be for me to speed run. So I'm going to make some splits later today. And we'll play this for a little bit. It's 10:20. Got up a little bit early today, but then I wasted like
Do it.
about an hour and a half before starting recording here,
Shows the
but
aquarium
whatever.
on the shore. Should be down this way.
Yeah. Does anyone stay dry in this city?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. This is Seattle. Which, I think despite it being in a rainy city, I'm pretty sure it rains in my area more than it does in actual Seattle. But whatever. Um,
Thanks.
What did you tell Dean?
That we're hoping to find Tommy at the aquarium. I didn't tell her you knew. That's what you're...
I wasn't. This aquarium a wolf face?
I don't think so. Nora said Abby's hiding out there.
You get her to tell you why they did it?
Yeah. Joel had falling out with some fireflies. No, former fireflies.
Okay.
Hey, give me a hand.
Fuck off, Jesse. Come on. But if you don't know what I'm doing here with this playthrough is essentially I'm trying to like obviously I want to still re-experience the story. That's the main point of doing this playthrough right here is to reevaluate the narrative. But I also want to see how quickly we can do the gameplay. So that's why I'm kind of rushing through the gameplay here. Which kind of sucks in a way because like through rushing through the gameplay you do miss out on a decent amount of story as well because there's a lot of the story that is told
I'm sure
through
she'll tell
gameplay.
you about it when
Okay. And this is skippable. Actually, I wonder if it's quicker to restart encounter on a lot of these. Yeah, the AI on this difficulty is just funny. Oh fuck. Okay.
God damn it!
I just think miss like almost all their shots, don't they? It's kind of funny too. We were back to the conference center. Actually, I never even realized that. Oh wait, there's no windows. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I didn't realize that actually because in the original, or in the original, in day 2, we go through conference center as well, don't we? Yeah, we're invisible right now. But I love the handicaps that they put in this game. The
once things are
accessibility features.
wrapped up here.
Because like I think for a speedrun standpoint, like it makes this game so fascinating. Or like an any percent would be using all of these. Well, there's also could be categories for like not using any that sort of stuff. It'd be really fun.
It's right next to that Ferris wheel.
I wonder how many categories there'll be for this game. The question is, are there any glitches? Because like as far as I know, there's no major glitches still. Like I haven't seen anyone post anything about any major glitch in the game. Like I'm sure there's some minor ones, like probably to the point where it's worth making it any percent in a glitchless category, but
Working on it.
was this where I got lost? Or was that playing? No, I was playing as Abby. Never mind. So I remember there was a point, yeah, it was day 3 of Abby. I don't remember. There's a point where I got lost for like 10 minutes not knowing where I was going.
Dead end.
Think you can get through there?
Let's see.
Is this the place that leads to nothing?
I would have come, you know, if you told me you were leaving.
I don't care. Well, I guess you do need to go through here. Okay, never mind.
There! Go get the boy! Got him! Sweep the area for survivors.
Fuck.
Good job, buddy.
This game is so ridiculous on the easiest difficulty. It's so funny. I think something I realize too now is that when it has that, like, the symbol as in that's the location, that doesn't necessarily mean that's where you stop. I mean, sometimes it does. Like, obviously, if you're at a bus or something, then more than likely you're gonna have the other character pick you up and help you there. But it's like in like an area like that we just went through. It just means that that's one of the checkpoints that they put, and you just run past it. Yeah, I'm really hoping the Abbey section is a lot better on this playthrough. Considering you can skip a lot of here. Skip a lot of it.
Maybe.
Jesus. How the hell are we crossing this?
We could use that road. It's pretty fucking far.
Or we use that.
Yeah. That's better.
Come on. This way.
Okay.
Let's try through here.
So what's the plan? We take these guys out, steal their boat?
Definitely taking the boat. It's up to them if they want to get in our way.
Small crew.
Again, there's so much of this in this fucking game of holding triangle. But yeah, I mean, back to what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, I've been debating over whether or not, like, where this would rank on my top games of all time. To be honest, I've been debating a lot of just my top games of all time and just in general of like where things land. To be honest, I think at this point, despite the flaws that I have with the original Last of Us, I think the original Last of Us is probably back to being my favorite game of all time. And I think a lot of that has to do with all my recent playthroughs of it.
Sniper sighted at the marina, likely a trespasser. Any nearby units report. Over.
You four, take the land bridge to the marina. The rest of you, hold here. Wait for orders.
Game.
Fuck! We're supposed to wait here while our guys are being sniped?
We have our orders.
Fuck, do we really have to wait for him to climb? What a sexist game. And have the man do it first. Yeah, that's something else I do find kind of funny is like how much like the people are calling this like a social justice warrior sort of game. And I mean, trust me, I'm not like a big fan of the social justice warrior sort of culture, but this is not a social justice warrior game. I mean, like outside of Ellie being a lesbian and Lev being trans, like there's not that much that really involves
Taking a boat.
like LGBT culture or anything like that.
We don't know that.
Who else is it gonna be?
Oh, we're at this point already?
He'll be gone by the time we get there. Abby is where he'll be headed, so if we just
What if
follow,
he's in trouble?
he can take care of himself.
Jesus Christ.
The best way to help Tommy is to go after Abby. You do this, I'm not saving your ass again.
I really hope you make it.
Alright. So we're gonna try to run through this entire section if we can. Last time I took it like really stealthy. And we were able to do it pretty stealthily, but
Got the engine back up. Where should I put in?
Park it on the other side.
Copy.
convenient.
It's all light over there. I'll look
That was ridiculous.
Don't let her get away!
It's kind of funny too because I remember like thinking that this was a really big area, but it's really not. Like it's literally just this.
Taking the boat!
There.
Please. Yes.
Yeah, look, that wasn't that bad. Like for some reason, like when I originally played it, like it took me forever to get through that area. I think a lot of because I thought it was like a much bigger area than what it really was. And that's what I'm saying about this game. I feel like this game gives off the impression that it's this really big, massive game, when really a lot of it can be skipped. Which, to be fair, I mean, you gotta give credit to the developers that they were willing to put that much time into things that aren't even necessary in the game.
There's the Ferris wheel.
Oh yeah, we got the bloater fight coming up, don't we? I completely forgot about that until just now. Game?
Please go through.
I love this set piece though. It's really awesome.
Now what?
Are we at the bloater fight already? Well, I mean, I know this doesn't work, so... Or maybe it does? Oh. Okay, maybe I'm misremembering this section. When's the bloater fight then? Is there another one that's just like this? Huh.
Here we go.
Oh shit, of course I went the wrong way.
Kidding me? Got it.
Are we gonna finish chapter 3 in one episode? That might actually be in the cards right now. Depending on how quick we can run through that Sephiroth section. I have a feeling. Well, then again, we still have the bloater fight, so... Yeah, there's still a decent amount.
Damn it.
Yeah, I remember this section too. Like, I got stuck on the first time, right? Because I didn't realize that you can just, like, fucking drive straight through this. Oh, shit. Yeah, but I think this is really in consideration for my favorite game of all time. Because I think at this point, for me, I think I have to say The Last of Us is my favorite game of all time. And that The Witcher 3 is number 2, probably. And then I think probably God of War after that. Though, to be honest, I could see the debate for God of War being 2. These two, like, I love The Witcher, obviously. I adore The Witcher. I think a problem... Oh, well, now we're at the point. Okay, this is the bloater fight. Now. I think one of my biggest issues on The Witcher is just how, like, is that the fact that it is so massive, and because it is so massive, it's a game that I feel less incentivized to replay as often. And I think that is something you kind of have to factor in. Is like how often you actually want to play the game. And to be fair, I don't know how replayable Last of Us Part 2 is just yet. I mean, I think so far it's been great. But I mean, like, I don't know if this is a game I want to replay beyond this, like, series of replays we're doing. I can't skip this. That would kill a bloater in fucking first gameplay. Okay, that was my own mistake there. Okay, cool. Where's he? Oh. Fuck. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, actually. What, 1 molly, 2 shotgun. Actually, no, we did use a lot of ammo. Yeah, it was what, 1 molly, 2 shotgun, 3 rifle, and like 5 pistol. That's actually a decent amount of ammo. Yeah, I was considering using the other molly too, but I was even gonna get around to using it. Should I grab this? Whatever. Yo, like, we're almost done with this entire section, right? Like, do we even need any more? Like, I mean, because, yeah, I think this is the end of the alley. Like, is there another Ellie combat section?
Finally.
He's like, there's none in the aquarium. I think this might be it. I could be wrong though. I'm a fucking idiot, by the way. It's like, I went the wrong fucking side of looking for the chain, and then when trying to turn around, I got caught by the boat. Alright. Yeah, I didn't realize day 3 was so short. This is just really funny. That's how short this section is.
Almost there.
So yeah, I believe this is the final stretch. I might be wrong. Am I wrong? I'm really trying to think. When did she lose the boat? I don't remember anymore. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe there's a combat section. Yeah, because I'm really struggling to remember when she loses the boat. Is it during the combat section? Or... But no, we're there. Yeah, like that's it right there, so... Lose the boat here then. Ah, fuck. That was my fault. Yeah, this is where we lose the boat, but I don't think there's any combat still. So, yeah, I actually never thought about that, but yeah, that bloater might be the final combat section for Ellie. I mean, up until, obviously, until Santa Barbara. Which, again, is really weird that we don't play as Ellie again until, well, I mean, we play her as in the farm, but does that count? Game. Oh yeah, that's something else that supposedly they cut from the game. Supposedly they're like, that's something that was interesting. Yeah, supposedly that Seattle was going to be 5 days originally, 5 days each for each of the characters, for both Ellie and Abby, which would have been interesting. I do feel like it's a good choice that they cut that down though, especially I think that would have been extremely bloated. Though I think you can kind of tell there were supposed to be more days of Abby. Like, I feel like the way they condensed Abby's storyline wasn't really the greatest, because there's a lot of, just kind of, like, it just jumps around a lot, especially in day 1. gonna get to a pretty long... Oh, we know, with the dog, right? Yeah. Forgot about that until just now.
Shit. Stupid dog.
Yeah. Here we go. We're at the end.
People don't come back from that island.
How many times has Abby risked her life for you?
She chose this. I'm not fucking going there.
Then don't! Go back.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, they actually tell you that she went to the island. I actually kind of forgot about that here.
Hands up. Where's Abby?
You're that girl from Jackson.
Yeah, Owen has a really weird choice of women, too, doesn't he?
Ridiculous.
Give her what she wants and we're dead.
You guys can survive this. I just need her.
Bullshit.
Come here.
Fucking get over here.
So, like, is this where the Suffrite stuff would have been, I wonder? Like, is this where Abby would have, like, I mean, where Ellie would have gone to the Suffrite Island? I would assume so, right? And, like, obviously they cut it out, but...
What are you doing?
She's probably dead anyway.
It is not worth it.
Stop.
We can talk
Back
about
the
it.
fuck up.
Point where she is.
Fucking drive.
Why would you skip cutscene? Does it just, like, put you here? Isn't that just kind of a weird thing?
Tell me where Abby is.
Where the fuck is she?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Hey. It's all right. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's all right.
It's weird hearing this music in context now, though. Oh, I never realized that last thing shot on the map. That's really great. Because obviously that's how Abby finds them. Yeah, I never realized that. Yeah, that's really great, all that. Because she pulls up the map to try to get the location, right? And then, yeah. Yeah, we'll end after this cutscene. We'll leave the Abby stuff for next episode. Yeah, we finished the Ellie section of the game in, what, 5 hours? Okay, so let's go ahead and save. I forgot they named it Infiltration. Is there even a fucking thing called, is there even a fucking... Either way, we are 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours, 1 minute. So yeah, 5 hours isn't bad for that. But so I mean, this is probably only going to be a 10-hour playthrough then, which is interesting because this is pretty much the halfway point in the game. If you want to look at chapter-wise, I think technically it was already, or maybe not. I don't remember. Either way, whatever. Either way, we'll end here. We'll continue on the next episode. For now, thank you for watching.